When we're ready to go, what we can do is we can place our payment methods down on the surface, and instead of having to discuss with each other who bought that second piece of pie or second coffee, what you can do now is you can just simply drag an item into your payment method and you can split up the bill. And then we have a tip calculator that allows you to determine what level of tip you'd like to leave.
Wow.
We'll be very generous today. And then we just simply press pay and off we go.
Wow. Very impressive.
So let me show you another application which is associated with photos. Imagine if you had a loyalty card associated with any one of a number of online services that are available today. My photos are stored on a server. What I can do is when I'm on vacation, I can place my loyalty card down on the surface. It recognizes me and brings my photos right up to the surface. What I can do at that point is I can click on a stack, and what I get is the best of both the digital and the virtual worlds. So I can take a photo as I would in real life and turn it around. If you're interested in it, I can send it to you and you can manipulate it.
Okay.
We both can interact at once, again demonstrating the multi-user aspects of surface computing. I can blow the photos up as large as I want.
It's cool. We can both be doing it at the same time.
That's exactly right. It's a very collaborative social experience. It makes the imagine yourself on vacation and having to crowd around a small 3x2 screen on the back of your camera trying to show and share your photos. This is such a much better experience because you can actually collaboratively sit around and interact with the photos as if they were printed and share them. You can also see that we have the ability not only to manipulate photos, but we can also do video. So if I just take this piece of video, press play, and you can see that I can enlarge it, decrease the size, which is really an interesting application. Finally, what we can do is take a Wi-Fi camera, and I can just take a photo of you right now on the spot. There you go. And I can place this camera down on the surface, and out will spill the photos. What I can do then is I can manipulate them, as we've done before. And we also have a function where I can turn this into a postcard. You'll see the variety of options that are available to me. I can turn the card over. I can write a quick message. And then I can simply press here, and I can send the postcard through my online service to someone.
Wow.
So what we're doing is we're blending the best of the virtual world with the physical world, making it a much more collaborative, enhanced, enriching experience. So inside of the Surface computer, we have a Vista-based system that is combined with a set of cameras that are sensing differences in infrared light on the surface of this diffuser, and we also have a DLP projector which is projecting from the inside up onto the surface. So those components comprise the Surface computer. So here you can see an application for our partner Harris. Imagine walking into one of their resorts and having just a tremendous amount of opportunity to go to restaurants and shows and not really being fully aware of what's happening. What I can do is I can place my rewards program down on the surface, and instantly it recognizes me and it provides me with a map of the resort. I can use my hands and I can actually resize the map and take a look at what's available. And what I can do then is I can browse through restaurants, and this one looks like it's interesting. I can actually make a reservation. Here's another restaurant, and I could do the same. Perhaps what I want to do is go to a nightclub and buy VIP tickets. Or perhaps what I want to do is see what types of shows are available, and here I have the opportunity to take a look at an Elton John trailer. So I can simply press play, and it provides me with a trailer of the concert.
Red piano has lifted off. Here in
And that sounds interesting, so what I'll do is I'll purchase those tickets, and then when I'm ready to go, what I can do is drag my choices right into my loyalty card, and the points are deducted.
Excellent.
So what this allows me to do is to really optimize my experience when I have such a wealth of things that I can do within a Harris environment, and I can actually plan out my day and with the use of the Surface computer. So another application we have is related to music. One of our partners is Sheraton, and we've all been in a situation where we've been in a restaurant or a bar and have heard music playing and have not really been able to identify what the song was, and perhaps if we did get it, we forgot it when we got home. So what this allows us to do is, at the comfort of our own table, we could browse through music with the flick of a wrist, and if we found a particular album that we were interested in, what we could do is we could tap on it, turn it over, and find a song that we're interested in, and we could actually drag it into the queue. At that point, if I wanted to see where I was located, I could look, I could see that I'm fifth in line for that song to play, which is really a nice enhancement for being able to collaboratively interact with the music that's being played and have more control over it. In the future, what we'll be able to do is bring a Zune to the table, drop it down onto the surface, and it will be recognized through any one of a variety of means, perhaps through Wi-Fi. And what we can then do is, if we like a particular album, we can drag that album directly into our Zune and take it with us. If a friend of ours were to join us with them on the Zune, they could place it down on the surface, and our playlist would be available, and we could browse through those. And if there's a particular song that I was interested in, I could then bring that into my device, and I could take it with me as well. So we believe that Zunes, as they are today, are a great sharing experience, but bringing them to the surface of this device actually enriches it even more, makes it more collaborative, provides another way for us to share music.
Excellent. I love it.
Another application we have is a video puzzle. And what we can do, as I've shown you before, is we can associate each of these tiles using the tagging system that we've discussed. And I can place them down on the surface. And what I can do then is I can select to have any one of a number of images brought up to the surface, and they can be associated with each of these tiles. I can either have it single-sided or double-sided. And when I press start, what you can see is that this becomes a video puzzle. And you can see that with this lettering here that it can be single-sided or double-sided. You get the reverse image.
Yeah, so when you flip it over, it just reverses the image in the tile.
That's exactly right. So what this gives us an opportunity to do is to have a variety of images that are available in a library that people can choose from. And you can imagine that in a commercial setting, or eventually in other settings, that this will provide a lot of entertainment opportunity for people. Go ahead and give it a try.
Alright, mixed up a nice little Forza experience here. Wow.
Here we have another application which is called Water. It's essentially in a track mode. As you would imagine in a commercial setting, people will be able to come to the device and actually be able to touch it and interact with it in a way that will allow them to understand how to work with this new technology. This could become educational, or it could be just fun for people in a lobby setting or in a hotel setting.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for meeting with us today. And again, just tell us who you are and what you do here.
Great. Mark Bolger, I'm a Director of Marketing for Surface Computing.
Excellent. Thank you very much.